Oh, good, I did it. I think I got it.
And then Guillermo, I'm asking him about the.
Oh, yeah, that's stressing me out too.
What's the matter?
That,
And I have the CUDA software is math. He's like, ask the math people. I'm like, I'm in building 4. None of the math people talk to me.
See, you have issues too?
Newsflash. The only math person that likes me is Liz.
what'd you say, Kathy?
I mainly because she's the only one I like.
Oh, goodness.
Who would know?
Well,
You
guys,
don't even have a math person.
oh, it's
He's like,
just,
whoever bought the CUDA software, ask them. I'm like, that was Monica, she left. He's like, but who's in charge of it? I'm like, nobody.
you are. So it feels good to laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fun. So today, the title of our practice is From Fear to Love, and I'll explain why in just a second. I don't know if you guys saw my message that I'm rescheduling Galentine.
Oh, you are?
I had to.
I couldn't make it.
Two more people.
couldn't make it, Tabby can make it.
When are we going?
Two more people texted me just today saying they weren't feeling well. So there's clearly something going around, and so we'll pick another date. So I don't know. I got to look at my schedule and see when I have facials and when I don't. We'll do it on a Saturday.
St. Patrick's Day time.
Oh, that would be
fun.
Oh.
We could be gala
Leprechaun.
leprechaun, leper gals. That sounds too much like lepers.
Leper gals from yoga.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll send out a little crowdsourcing on some dates that are good, and we'll figure that out. So
Sorry they don't feel well, but I'm happy for me.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
the 4 of us right here couldn't make it.
Yeah, I know that's part of why I kind of looked at what everybody had told me, and I was like, you know what, maybe we should just try to do it another day. So that's cool. We'll have a fun day when we figure it out. Do you guys all have straps and a block?
Yeah.
Try to have both if we're going to need them for today. So my theme for our practice today, From Fear to Love, these are actual headlines that I went on and wrote down today, okay? So I scanned the news. Here we go. CDC study finds silent bird flu infections in dairy veterinarians. Man charged with killing roommate whose torso was found in a suitcase. These are actual, I promise, these are actual.
I didn't catch what you were saying.
CDC study finds there's some sort of silent bird flu infections, and they're finding them in veterinarians. Like the flu has been transferred. They said it was just the birds, but now it's being transferred. Scary to people.
Well, now it has to be in chickens if it's in the eggs, right?
It is.
So
Yeah.
Southern California braces for storm damage in wildfire areas. So add that to the list. Americans are finding it harder to pay off their debt. And the worst out of all of them, skinny jeans are back. But so my point is, it's scary out there, and we're going to do a practice today to move ourselves from fear to love. And so I have a few different things I want to do with you guys today. So that's why we need our block and we need our strap. So we're going to have a really good class today. I would like to there's going to be a lot of flow at the beginning. I want to get into hips pretty quick and then move through a flow. And then we're going to come into sitting, and we're going to do we're going to do one breath work practice, one pranayam practice called Dirga Pranayam. And you guys have probably done it with me in the official way of doing it. We do it unofficially quite a bit. The Dirga breath is that 3-part breath where we breathe into the belly, then we breathe into the ribs and the chest, and then we try to bring it up to the collarbones. A hot tip for this one, it's best if you don't give it all away on that first inhale. So leave yourself some room, breathe in about a third of the way to belly, and then we'll pause, and then we'll breathe into the ribs, and then we'll kind of pause, and then we'll breathe up to the collarbones, and then we'll pause. I just did this. I have a student who keeps, I keep in touch with a lot of my students in New York, and she's just going through a really stressful time. So we did a little bit of a Zoom call together, and I did some meditation and some breathing with her, and we did the Dirga breath a few times, and she reported back that she was feeling much better. So I love this breath, and it just kind of reminded me of it again. So I thought today would be that's a good transition that you guys can use anytime. And I always try to share with you guys really safe breathing practices. The only things that you have to watch out for is if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure. Sometimes these deeper breathing techniques can just exacerbate some of those symptoms. So just take care of yourself. Know if you're feeling, if it's feeling like too much. It's typical to feel a little, when you go with that big uptake of oxygen in your body, sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming. That's very normal. And so don't get too afraid of that. But if anything's not feeling quite right, just let it go. It's totally fine. Okay. Just go back to your normal breathing. And we'll be seated when we do that. So we'll keep it nice and safe. But for the most part, nothing that you guys need to worry about. Again, we're moving from fear to love. And the good news too is that you guys are already on the path, because that's what yoga is. It's a path, it's a journey. And I'm so happy to be on it with you guys. In addition to the Dirga breath, we're going to chant a little bit. So the chant for today, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, is it's an easy one. Aham Prema. So Aham Prema. We've done it before. Aham Prema. And it's a chant that invites in love. It's all about love. I have some presents for you today. So the little present fairy will come around when you guys are in Shavas. And I'm also going to mist you, unless you don't want me to, with a little bit of rose water while you're in Shavasana. So I'll come around and I'll check in with you guys. If you don't want it, it's totally fine, but I'll do a little spritz of you, and it's kind of nice just to lie there and let it dangle over you. So we'll have a good class today. Want to start on our backs? So come on downtown, loves, and take out that nice, yummy, long stretch from fingers to toes. Yes! I love the noise. I love it. I love it. So take that long, yummy stretch, and gently lifting the ribs out of the hips as you stretch nice and long. And then very carefully and very quietly, just allowing the knees to come to the chest when you're ready. I was reading some notes I had written down in one of my yoga notebooks, and I wrote down the muscle, and just hug the knees and rock a little side to side while I chat to you. There's over 600 muscles in the body, and when we practice yoga, when we're using these muscles, we're releasing all these enzymes, and it literally changes the physiology of our body every time we practice, which I think is just so cool to think about. So as you hug those knees to your chest and you breathe and you move, just come into being open to your practice. And I already took you down a scary road with those those headlines. So we're just moving towards that love. Okay, so just be loving, just be sweet to yourself. I'll share this with you guys too. I had a student today who just is going through a breakup, and she confided in me that she's really having a hard time. And it's so hard to know what to say to these guys sometimes, to them that, relationship is their whole world. So I just guided her to just take care of herself, just be gentle with herself. And I think we all need to remember that, especially when we're going through hard stuff. So if you haven't already, start to let your chin move in the opposite direction of your knees. So we're starting to mobilize the top and the bottom of the spine. Massaging those adrenals. And then let's come into the midline, you guys, so that the knees and the chin are in the same line. And then we're going to do a little on our back cat-cow, okay? So as you inhale, we're going to lift the low back and take the knees away from us. And then as we exhale, pull the knees in a little closer, chin to the chest. So, as we inhale, the knees move away, the low back rises. As we exhale, pulling the chin down, the knees to the chest. Keep going. And you can actually just position your hands wherever they're comfy, you guys. Either the fingertips pointing at each other or pointing towards your feet. And it's kind of cool as you do this because you can kind of imagine that your thighs are kind of pressing the breath out of the belly. Last one. Pull those knees in nice and tight and keep them there. Open the arms out like a T. Squeeze the knees together. Inhale here. And on the exhale, take the knees to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Ooh, that feels yummy. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Keep breathing and moving, keeping it steady. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Coming through that midline each time. Last one. Meet me in the middle, okay? Chin and knees in the middle. Wrap the arms around the knees if you can. And bring your forehead up to your knees. So just kind of give yourself this little moment to be in this little ball. Just this nice little safe space. And a lot of our practices can be around creating safety, creating grounding in our practice today. So holding here, taking a few smooth breaths. And on your next exhale, slowly let your head come to the floor, let your feet come to the floor. Maybe place your hands on your belly, eyes closed if they're not already. And just checking in with yourself. There's a lot of things to be afraid of these days, okay? So checking in with your kind of relationship to fear. Maybe you found yourself really struggling, worrying, anxiety, things that are kind of calling your attention away from a present moment experience of your life. Maybe you feel like you've established a better relationship. Maybe as you've, seen some life and been through some things, you're not as afraid of things anymore. So just really checking in, giving yourself a moment to connect with that. I don't want to get too off track and tell you guys a lot of stories, but there was another story that I heard a teaching from one of my teachers where he was talking about this guy who was and I thought it was just so touching. This guy was having a hard time with his son. His son was like 11, he was young, and his son was having a hard time with his playing soccer. He was on a soccer team, and the guy was getting really mad at his kid, and he was like, couldn't understand why it was making him so mad that his kid wasn't better at the sport. And he inquired into it, and through some breath work and some working with someone, he connected to an experience he had had as a kid where he was picked on and he was bullied for being different. And he connected those two feelings to each other and just felt so, kind of relieved by the fact that this wasn't anything that his son was doing. It was something he had to heal within himself. And I've had these experiences personally with yoga. It's given me a chance to check in with things that I might not be thinking about otherwise. So exploring what fear is, what it means in your life, can be really profound. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then set an intention for your practice. Maybe your practice is for someone else today. Or maybe your practice today is to help you release fear that you think is holding you back. Whatever that intention is, hold it very preciously in your heart as you take a deep breath in. Let's all sing. Nice. Let's go ahead and hug the right knee up into the chest. The left foot can stay on the floor, or you can straighten that left leg. So as you hug that right knee in, maybe pointing and flexing the toes a little bit, circling the right foot, other way. Good. Okay, let the left knee come up into the chest, hugging both knees in. Right foot to the floor, right leg straight, yogi's choice. Hugging that left knee in as we point and flex. As we point and circle. As we go the other way. One more time, both knees into the chest. Give a nice little squish. And let's hold the knees here, you guys, as we drop the mouth open and just wiggle that jaw. Just let go of tension in the jaw and in the low back. Now go ahead and very gently just open the knees nice and wide and start with that right knee and circling the right knee in one direction. Breathe, relax. And just move into the space in the hips, smoothing out any chunky parts. And maybe that circling gets bigger and wider and more spacious on the right side. And then as you're ready, go ahead and let that come to quite still and then taking the opposite direction. Yeah, let that right knee come to stillness. Move over to the left side when you're ready. Nice and gentle with yourself, fast or slow, whatever feels better, okay? But do work to smooth out any of the parts of the rotation where things feel a little guarded or a little sticky. That can be done with the breath. Go the other way. The smoother the breath, the smoother the movement can become. Good. Okay, let that left knee come to stillness. Keep the knees nice and wide. Flex your feet. Let's warm up a little bit in the core. Let's take the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, and lifting the head and shoulders. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, and we rise. Keep going. Do a few more. There's no magic number I want you to do today. I really just want you to start to build that heat and that energy in the belly and in the hips. Feeling the low back each time the shoulders rise, anchoring down into the floor. So staying rooted, grounded in the low back. Good. The next time those shoulders are up, my loves, let's keep them there. Knees stay nice and wide as we inhale again. And on the exhale, gently bring the knees towards the elbows. So the hips rise. Inhale, lower those hips. Exhale, and the hips rise. Oh, yeah. Inhale. Keep going. Do a few more. I'm still in that feeling of, there's no magic number, but just we're building heat, okay? Last one. Hips rise. Shoulders stay high for 5, 4, 3, you're doing great. 2, 1. Oh yeah. Bend it. Take the head down. Bring the knees together. Hug the knees and rock one way with the knees. Chin the other. Breathe. Relax. Be here. You're doing great. Okay, we're gonna need our straps, love bugs, because just like we used our straps for the child's pose last class, we're gonna do that same thing again. And guess who doesn't have a strap?
Yeah.
Your teacher. Not prepared. Oh yeah. So grab your strap, and when you're ready, you guys, just take your feet into the strap, straighten into the legs. Ooh, I'm gonna use a black one today. Change it up. So as the feet come into the strap, maybe straightening into the knees. Oh, very nice. I don't want to move this.
Just a little bit. Really here.
Yes. Straightening into those knees as much as is comfy. Good. So just breathe, letting those hamstrings get a little stretch. And then when you're ready, separating the feet, just sliding those little tootsies apart, keeping the feet kind of parallel with one another. Take an inhale where we are. And then on the exhale, bend the knees, pull the knees down into those armpits. Oh, it feels so good, especially if you sat. I did a lot of sitting today. I don't usually. I can feel it. Inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, pull the knees down into the armpits. And you really want that low back to stay on the floor, loves, okay? Inhale. And exhale. Let's keep this one kind of pulled down nice and tight. You can maybe wrap your hands around your strap. And let's play with that point of tension, right? So there's a few places where this is going on. We're pulling with the arms. Arms are strong. Breathe. We're using our powerful legs. We're pushing the feet into the strap. So arms pulling down, feet pushing into the strap. Breathe with your belly. And now take and guide the crown of the head and the tailbone in opposite directions. So the spine lengthens. Breathe with your belly. Or just completely ignore everything I'm telling you to do and just do this in a way that feels good, like your body needs it. You can't do it wrong. Okay, if it feels nice to rock a little side to side, if you want this to be softer, you do you. Customize your practice. Breathe. Relax. You're doing it perfectly. I would like to play with that little extra hip opener that we did the other day again. You guys did so cool with that. So if you want to, you're going to take your left foot either to the floor or you're going to float your left leg. If you want a spicier version of this, the left leg floats, okay? And then we're going to use both hands grabbing onto that strap. Just be careful here, my loves, to keep your right foot a little flexed. And you're going to bring your right knee out to the side. Okay, so it's like you're guiding your right foot towards your heart space. Oh, and it's kind of fun to use the strap because you can really just kind of grab onto it. It's like, come here. Okay. So taking that right foot towards the heart space. If you still want a little more to play with, a little more tension to build, you can bring your nose towards your toes. Keep pressing out through that left heel. Breathe with your belly. Yeah, and remember, you guys, it's totally fine to make any sort of modifications. The left leg can come to the floor. You can, release that right foot a little bit farther away from you so it's not as spicy. Or you can really engage and really but you gotta keep that right foot flexed because it's gonna put too much pressure on your ankle and your knee otherwise. Okay, good job. One more inhale. Exhale, release the head down, bring that left foot back into your strap, and let's do straight legs again just for a few breaths. And maybe rocking a little bit side to side, again, massaging those adrenals. Separating the feet wider than the shoulders, wrapping your hands around your straps if you need it. Inhale where we are. Exhale, happy baby again. So really get good at bringing those knees down into the armpits. Find that point of tension. Oh, it's such a nice stretch here. Breathe. Use your belly. Move the energy. If you want more, take and float or send your right leg to the floor or your right foot to the floor. Do what you did on the other side, okay, loves? Grabbing onto your strap, left foot flexes first. Inhale, exhale, and bring that left foot as close as you can to your heart. So your knee kind of has to go out to the side. Big breaths here. If you want that little extra something, you can bring the head up, nose towards the toes. And if anybody wants to just go ahead and just put that left foot right behind your head, go for it. Because this is the pre-pose for that, just so you guys know. You ever see those yogis who got that going on? On a good day, sometimes I can get it. I'm nowhere near there today, but sometimes I can get one back there. So breathe. One more inhale where we are. Exhale, release the head down. Take it back to happy baby this time. So bring the feet wide, knees back into the armpits. Play with it a little, rock a little side to side. Have some fun here. Untie the knots. Okay, come back through midline. Straighten the legs. And then we're gonna take and step the left foot down onto the floor. The pointer finger of your right hand is gonna go between the tails of your strap. Okay? And your left arm is gonna go out to the side with your palm down as we inhale. We're gonna take and drop the right leg out to the side. But you gotta keep the left side of your body really heavy and anchored to the earth. Okay? Keep breathing. This is reclined Padangusthasana. Maybe your left leg straightens down to the floor, maybe not. Play with it and see what you think. Something cool to play with in this pose is lifting, really lifting those ribs out of your hips. And then pushing the big toe, the bottom of the big toe into your strap a little more. Yeah. Feel that inner thigh stretch. We're still playing with that guy. We did a lot with that last class. Inhale through the midline. Switch your hands so that your left hand is gripping your strap. Point your finger in between the tails. Right arm out to side now. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're just gonna line the toes up with the left shoulder. Ooh, this is one of those flossy ones. And if you're doing it right, there's a lot of sensation going on here. Straighten as much as you can to that right leg. Good job. Inhale, take it back. Left foot back up into the strap. Play for a moment. If your right leg feels longer than your left leg, that happens. It's okay. We'll straighten you out before you walk around crooked the rest of the day. Right foot to the floor. Or right leg straightens, yogi's choice. Pointer finger left hand in between the tails of the strap. Right hand on the floor, right arm on the floor. Inhale. And open to the left side of your mat. Let that left leg start to descend. Ooh, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel those muscles in the back of the legs, the inner thigh. Breathe. So I just looked at myself when I was doing this, like I could see my right leg kind of bowing up a little bit. Try to keep your right leg, especially if it's straight down on the floor, as much as you can. Flexing that right foot. Good. Inhale it back to center. Switch out the hand. Big breath here. On the exhale, just line those toes up with the shoulder, the right shoulder. Oh, hello. Breathe. Keep pushing out through that right heel. Maybe if we focus on the right heel, we won't think about all that stretch in the left leg as much. Good. Inhale it back. Last time, take both feet into the strap, straight legs. Everything should feel pretty balanced now. And then softly let those feet come to the floor. We did this the other day and I really liked it. You're gonna have your hands just shoulder distance apart. Wrap your hands around your strap and give that little snap like you're snapping a piece of spaghetti. Okay, elbows nice and straight. And then on the next inhale, Just slowly descend the arms so that they're framing the head. And you're gonna keep those tails of the strap pulling apart and using that to really lift those ribs out of the hips. You're tractioning your spine right here. Okay, you can keep your feet on the floor or you can quietly walk the legs straight, pushing down through the heels. You'll feel like a little hollowing out in the belly. Keep it really active. Keep those arms strong and the palms of the hands pulling away from each other. Take one more big inhale in here. And then on the exhale, bring the arms forward. Oh, bend the elbows, feet back on the floor. And let's set the strap off to the side, rocking the knees, nice and slow, side to side as you breathe. Relax. And let this be a little massage for your low back, okay? And then when you're ready, just roll all the way off to the side. We're gonna push our way. We're gonna actually come all the way up through into standing from here, my loves. So have your block, and guess who doesn't have a block? Your teacher. At least I'm consistent today. I'm just gonna wing it without a block. You guys need to have your block here, though.
You actually had two blocks. You put them under your thing.
Well, thank you for making me feel like not total mess of this. Okay. So have your block at the front of your mat. You might use it, you might not, but it'll be there in case we want her. Okay. We're gonna come to the top of the mat, feet directly under the hips. We're gonna do a little flow, and we're even gonna flow our warrior today because I want to spend some time seated today. But first, because we're standing, let's get really grounded and anchored because we're moving into that place of feeling loved and connected, not fearful and scared. We're just really getting rooted down through the feet, and that's a great thing to do, you guys. In addition to taking a deep breath when you feel scared, getting yourself grounded, whatever point of contact you have, and right now you've got a good one. You've got your feetsies on the floor. What's kind of cool to do is to lift your toes up, spread your feet out nice and wide, your toes wide, like the bottom of your feet kind of like a fern plant, and then place the toes back down on the mat and feel all those points of connection as you draw the muscles of the legs into the bones, as you breathe. And when you're ready, let's invite the arms into this party. So breathe in, arms rise. On the exhale, hands down the midline. A few more times, just warming up the shoulders. Exhale down the midline. So as we're doing this, I was also looking at one of my yoga books about like how important it is as we get older to keep strengthening the back body, the muscles of the back body. This is why people get so hunched over as they get older. Those muscles in the front body tend to constrict themselves, and the way to kind of remedy that is through back body. And I do a lot of back body stuff with you guys, so I feel really good about where we are. Let's let the thumbs meet overhead this one. Let's hook them together and let's up at the hands. Hastasana pose. Push down into your feet. Rise up through the fingertips even more. Breathe with your belly. Be here. Inhale. On the exhale, let's take it over to the right. Just pausing here. Letting that left side body open up. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left side. Right side body just gently opening with the breath, responding. Try to keep that shoulder rolled back. Don't come too far forward. Inhale through center again. Muscles of the legs hug the bones. Exhaling, arcing back. Keeping those legs super strong. Remember what I said, aging begins in the legs, so we do a lot to make our legs nice and strong. And it's never, never, ever, ever too late to slow down or stop the aging process. Remember that. Big breath in here. On the exhale, hands in front of the heart. Pausing here just to feel that sense of groundedness, because I can kind of feel the shift of it with the energy in the room. As you're ready, let's go. Arms rise. Some nice sun salutations. Exhale, heart leads the way. We're gonna do just the gentler versions, but the spicier ones are always available. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands on the earth, right foot steps. Landing the knee or not. Pointing the toes. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, fold. Left knee comes back. Knees stay on the ground, or we come into Paladasana. Shoulders directly over the palms, and then we shift them a little forward. But we keep pressing back through the heels. The gaze is up off the mat. We take a breath in here. Exhale, slowly lower the chest to the floor. Pointing the toes back, elbows hug into the side body. Pointing the toes, pressing the toenails into the mat. Inhale, we rise. Remember back body, super important. Gaze forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, fold. Push through your hands, come through table position. Inhale, drop the tummy, roll the toes. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward dog. First one of the day, nice and playful, nice and fun, head heavy. Swing those hips. Empty out the mind of all the continuous thinking that's been happening up there all day. Now you're either going to bring the knees down and step the right foot forward, or maybe you're working on that step through. I saw some of you guys working on that these past couple classes. So if you're looking to do the step through, you want to kind of get the hips high, lift the belly, and then bring that right foot forward. Okay? If it gets stuck halfway, that's what happened to me when I was first doing this for a while. It's okay. Keep working with it. One of these days it'll happen. Just keep after it. Pushing down into that right foot. Maybe the left knee lands or stays lifted. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Stepping the left foot up to join the right when you're ready. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise and hinge all the way. Thumbs hook. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Muscles hug the bones. Exhale, arc back. Breathe into the tops of the lungs. One more inhale. Exhale down the midline. Here we go again. Arms rise. We finish just to go again. Exhale, just like a new day begins. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, fold. We're going to add the twist to this one. Left foot steps back. Knee up or down, yogi's choice. Arms rise, inhale. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the bent knee. So left arm in front, right arm behind. Knee can be down for this. Inhale, center line. Exhale, fold. Right foot, right knee goes back. Paladasana, knees up or down. You do what you can, and it's all enough. You're enough, just exactly as you are. Take a breath in. Exhale and slowly come to the mat. Point the toes, rise, inhale. Exhale, fold. Push through the hands, rise through table, toes roll in, hips to the sky. Play a little bit in your downy doggy. You can keep playing. You can rest on your knees whenever you need it. If you want more, let's go with more. Left foot gets the weight, right leg floats up to the sky. Bend the right knee and peel that hip back. Right foot to the sky. Toes land. Keep it really easy. Inhale, left leg rises. Knee bends. Peel the hip. Yeah. Left toes high. Left toes land. Okay, we're looking between those hands. We gotta either take the knees down first and left foot steps, or you take a step through those. Okay, anchoring down into that left foot, maybe right knee up, maybe down, whatever you need. When you're ready, let's take the lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Beautiful. Exhale, let's twist towards the bent knee. Right arm in front. I love it. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we fold. Little bounce in the right foot steps. Inhale, we go. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway. Rise up through. Thumbs hook. Exhaling one more time to the right. To the center. To the left. To the center. Strong legs. Arcing back. So we're defying that front body constriction. We're gonna have the best posture of a 99-year-old. If anybody's ever seen, big breath. Exhale, right down the midline. We're gonna go right into like a little warrior flow. You guys will be perfect with this. Right foot steps. It's gonna move a little faster than we usually do, okay? But you guys got this. Inhale, bend the knee, arms rise. I was doing this in my classroom this afternoon during lunch. Exhale, left arm in front, right arm behind. Spin the palm, inhale, dancing. Exhale, sweep around, elbow to the knee. Right arm up and over. Inhale, sweep the right arm back over, straighten. Right hand on the hip. Inhale. Left hand to the knee. Right arm to the sky. Inhale here. Either stay here and exhale or switch it out. Right hand comes down, left arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, release back. Wiggle fingers. Rise up through. Feet step at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms rise. See what we just did there? Exhale and fold. A little flow through everything. Inhale high. Exhale low. Inhale high. Hinging. Coming all the way up. Hands down the mid. Left foot steps back. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, right arm in front, warrior two. Spin the palm, inhale. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Left arm sweeps all the way up and over. Inhale, sweep it back, straighten the knee. Right hand on the hip. Exhale. Inhale, reach it out. Arm to the sky. Exhale and twist. I know, I'm moving fast today. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step. Woohoo! Inhale. Exhale, heart leads the way. Inhale. Exhale. Stay in the forward fold, you guys. And this is where, grab your block. She's there. We might as well use her. And we're gonna take and we're just gonna kind of heel toe the feet apart a couple times. Okay, so those feet have to be wider than the hips for me here, okay? We're gonna do the inhale, and we're gonna come up. On the exhale, the feet can be kind of pointed out to the sides. On the exhale, we're gonna come into a little squat here, okay? And it is nice to have this block here. On the inhale, the hips rise, the head goes low. On the exhale, we drop the hips and we take our gaze forward. If you don't need the block, that's okay too. So keep going. I don't really have any magic number of these I want you to do. But do feel safe with modifying like how wide your feet are. If you need your feet a little wider, that's okay too. Breathe. And just coordinate the breath and the movement. When the hips drop, the gaze lifts. You can keep going like this. Or if you want a little spicier, when the hips drop, you can take the right arm out in front of you. Inhale, hips rise. Exhale, hips drop, left arm in front. Keep going. Inhale, hips rise. Exhale, both arms out in front. Inhale, hips rise. Last one. Exhale, both arms in front and stay here. Chest between the thighs. Do what you can. It's okay. I know. Turn the palms to face your mat. Hit the floor. And lift those hips. Woo, spicy. Heel toe the feet back in a little closer. Sit down on your bottom. Woo-hoo-hoo. Move the flesh of your hiney back out of the way. You know where we're going now. Arms in front. Inhale. Exhale, Navas. Inhale where we are. Exhale, lift the feet. Again, modification's totally cool. Inhale again. Exhale, maybe straighten legs. Maybe not. It's okay. This is totally worthy and perfect too. Take one more big breath in with me. Exhale, release the feet, grab onto your knees, and just gently lengthen up through the spine. Now I'm having this feeling that your hips are delicious right now, so I don't think there's too much that we need to do to make them happier. But if you are feeling a little tight in the hips still, a little blanket, a little block under your tushy can be nice here. If you guys are good to go, just go ahead and cross at the shins or ankles. Find Sukhasana. We move the flesh of the hiney out of the way. We're going to gently place the hands on the knees, and we're just going to do some circles. Let's just just get in there a little bit. And remember, you can't do this wrong. So just breathe. Keep the shoulders chill. Keep your whole nervous system chill. And then when you're ready, just kind of pause it and take that same momentum as you bring it in the opposite direction. The most important piece is the breath, right? Now start bringing your circles in a little closer and a little tighter. A gentle circling until you come to that point where there's like that echo of the circle, but you're not moving anymore, right? You can kind of feel that rotation, that turntable. And then feel yourself anchor down. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, roll them to the wall behind you, and then softly guide them down your back body. Hands down on your knees if you struggle with feeling anxious and scared and nervous. If you're feeling real tired right now, maybe you rest with your palms facing up. So check in with your own body and your own experience. And when the moment feels right, just softly close your eyes. And maybe guiding your pointer finger and thumb to each other, let them connect. And from here, become really fascinated with your own breath. So just noticing where you're feeling your breath in your body. Maybe the subtle breath at the rims of the nostrils. Maybe you can sense the breath in the throat. On this next inhale, let's experience the breath in the belly. So as you breathe in, let your belly just expand out in a really effortless way. And as you breathe out, feel your navel hugging back in toward your spine. Try to do that a couple more times, just establishing this breath. Some of us are what we call reverse breathers, where we hug our belly in when we inhale. Okay, and that's a pattern we want to correct because that can lead to just this disruption for the nervous system. And how do we do that? We just practice, we try, we show up. Now, after this next exhale, just kind of let your breath go back into that autopilot mode. Kind of just soften the edges. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to walk you through the Dirga Pranayama. We're going to do it a few times, and I'm going to vary it a couple times throughout. Just follow my directions. Really safe, really easy. Keep it chill, okay? So when you're ready, let's all start with an exhale. Take and let go of any residual breath in your lungs and in your belly. And then when you're ready, fill up your belly about 1/3 of the way with breath. And then pause. Now bring in another 1/3 and feel the breath come into your ribs, into your lungs, and pause. And then on this one, bring the breath up as high to the collarbones as you can. Good. Awesome. And just hold the breath here. Just feel that fullness in your chest and in your belly right now. And now you can either exhale out your nose or out your mouth. It's totally up to you guys. I kind of like out my mouth because I feel like it's bigger, like letting go. But you do what feels right, okay? I'm not going to prescribe that. And then when the exhale is complete, pause and go again. Breathe into your belly. Breathe into your ribs. Bring the breath all the way up to the collarbones. This time, hug your chin back just slightly, just like you're putting a tight cap on a soda bottle. And if you can for a moment, just notice the space between your eyebrows. Just a gentle notice. And then as you're ready, either out your mouth or nose, exhale from the top all the way down. Last round, okay? When you're ready, breathe into your belly. Breathe into the ribs. Let the breath come all the way up to the collarbones, maybe even into your throat this time. Draw the chin back. And this time again, bring your attention and awareness between the eyebrows. Just this empty space. There's no conversations to have. There's no messes to clean. There's no kids to yell at. There's just space. Just presence. Be here. Be here now. And when you're ready, open your mouth this time. Exhale from the top all the way down. Yeah, and let your shoulders start letting go as you exhale and exhale and exhale and exhale and keep going, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. You got to get all of it out this time, sister. Keep going. And when the last drip of that breath is gone, pause. And then let the breath happen again. More on its own, and just notice how you feel. If you feel that little woo-woo, just give yourself a moment. Let that sensation just kind of rise and fall. If you're comfy to stay where you are seated, you can stay exactly as you are. If you need to adjust your seat, now is a good time. Maybe crossing the other ankle in front. Maybe taking just a moment just to stretch the legs if you need that. When you're ready, you're just going to come right back to the Sukhasana. eyes closed. And we're gonna do a little chant. So we're gonna do the Aha Prema chant. And it's a call to love, self-love, love to those who matter to us. You're calling to love and lining up with love. And if you don't like this or this ain't your thing, it's totally fine. Just kind of let it just wash over then. Okay, so we're gonna start out a little quiet and a little slow, and then as the intensity builds, you'll hear I'll speed it up, and then before we get ready to finish, I'll slow it down, and I'll let you guys know when we're just about done with it, okay? Aham Prema, 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 Aham Prema. Softer. Aham Prema, Aham Prema, Aham Prema, Aham Prema, Aham Prema. A little softer. Aham Prema, Aham Prema. 3 more. Aham Prema, Aham Prema. Last one. Aham Prema. Now take it into your heart and sing it there. And very quietly and carefully, without disturbing your nervous system, gently come down onto your back. Take all that love with you. And as you come down onto your back, just invite that long, yummy stretch. Yeah. Bring your feet onto the floor. Just keep your heels in front of your hips. And as you're ready, just gently push into the feet. And the inhale, lift the hips. Just a really, really chill Setu Bandha, you guys. Just let those hips rise. Maybe walk the shoulders in, lift the hips a little higher, maybe not. Just let the energy from the belly flow into that heart space a little bit more. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, let the fingertips slide away as you slowly invite one vertebra of your spine back down to the mat at a time. Sorry. Extend out the right leg. And let the feet just gently flop off to the side. Extend out the left leg. Let that foot flop out to the side. Slide your arms away from your side body just enough so that you've got those armpits open. Palms face up. I've left us lots of time for Shavasana, so there's no rush today. Check in with yourself, make sure that you're comfy. If you want to take your glasses off or take out your ponytail. Want to put your eye pillow on. Give yourself this time to really embrace that sense of grounding from your practice. I can feel just the shift in the room. So remember what I said when it comes to kind of combating fear, it really has a lot to do with connecting with those points of contact. So feel kind of a little bit more heaviness at the backs of your heels. Feel that point of contact behind your calf muscles. The point of contacts underneath your shoulders. The point of contact at the back of your head. Maybe letting the whole back body be a point of contact and a connection. Gently feeling roots growing like the roots of a tree. Rooting you into the earth as the breath in the belly rises and falls. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Let my words be your words. As you gently breathe and allow space for your practice. Let your practice come home. Let the eyes sink a little deeper into their sockets. Let all expressions all off of your face. Maybe relaxing just the right side of your face a little more. Let the right side just kind of slacken. Let your right ear relax. Let the right side of your neck relax. Now let the left side of your face soften and slacken. The left eye sinks deeper into the socket. The left ear, the left side of your neck, letting go. Relaxing down into your throat and all the layers of your throat. Relaxing the shoulders. Let your arms become so heavy. You could move them, but you don't want to. Notice if you can feel a pulse or a vibration in the palms of your hands. Notice if you can feel a little tingling in your fingertips. Soften the space around your heart. And notice how your heart just floats effortlessly in your chest. Soften and relax down through all the layers of your belly, your low back, Relax your hips. Let the hips slide apart, away from each other, opening up that ocean of space in between them. Relax your thighs. Let your knees be soft, like wet sand. Just gently shifting. Let the calf muscles melt into your mat. Let your shin bone get real heavy. Let your ankles just open with space. Relax the tops of your feet. Relax your big toes. Second toes. Third toes. Fourth toes. And your baby toes. We're going to come around with a little spritz of rose water. If you prefer not to, just place a hand on your heart. Let the breath breathe you. And when you're ready to come home, just let your breath deepen a little. And reconnect with that feeling of love in your heart. And as you deepen, start to wiggle and stretch and yawn. And taking your time, coming back up to seated. Keep your head, shoulders nice and relaxed. Let's bring our hands in front of our heart, the heart chin, and I just wanted to share what is rumored to be Buddha's last words before we close out our practice today. I don't know, this quote really kind of stopped me in my tracks yesterday. And I'm going to share it with you guys. And he said, be generous with your light. Oh, that's so good. I just felt like it fit perfect with our theme of joy and friendship right now. So be generous. Remember, be generous with your light. And all of you are. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Let's sing it out. But before we do that, to the left of your mat is a little treat from your yoga fairy. So let's exhale.
Thank you.
Big breath in. Oh, thank you, loves. Namaste.
The yoga fairy came for you.
The yoga fairy. Oh no, really? Ah. So you guys got a I don't know, I needed chocolate and peanut butter. I hope you like that. So I made a little chocolate peanut butter. It's vegan. It's dark chocolate and coconut flour. It's really good. And it's supposed to be shaped like a heart. They're a little wonky, but
They will make it that far. They won't even make it to the car.
This
This is from everyone.
Oh, stop it, you guys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
What in the world?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I feel like it's like, I feel very spoiled. This is a lot of things. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful.
Better than real.
Yeah, I kill them. Every time. This is
I
beautiful.
feel bad when I buy plants at Home Depot. Like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna live long, but.
You save the receipt and take them back and try again.
Oh.
You have a year, you know.
Oh, this is so beautiful. The brave wing she flies. Love it. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Oh,
Just the way you are.
right back at you guys. Thank you. It smells good. What's this guy? I love this. I'm not good at like this kind of stuff. Ooh, what's this guy? This looks cool. I'm gonna see. Did you look at it yet?
No.
This looks really cool. Well, now I feel like a chump just giving you a piece of peanut butter and chocolate. Although I did give you guys too. That's a little bit of face oil. So I was a mad scientist mixing up some facial oils last night.
Is this the
So
facial oil that you gave them last time?
it's similar to it.
Okay.
It's similar to it. I used a couple different ingredients in this one. I put a little frankincense in this one. I always figure if it's good enough for baby Jesus, then it's good enough for our skin. So there's a little frankincense and a little bit of orange in this one. Yeah.
Put it on after the
So
shower?
put it on clean skin,
Okay.
kind of like where you would put a serum on. Okay, so like on your cleanest layer of skin, you put this. You can put moisturizer over it if you need it. You might not need it though. So just depending on your skin. Yeah. You'll like it. It'll be good for you. But I love it. Let me know what you guys think. And have a beautiful Valentine's Day. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all these beautiful gifts. You didn't have to do that. But very appreciated.
Well, we do love you.
I'm eating it now, it's very good.
You like it?
I didn't even wait to get out the door.
When you said I can't stop eating today, I'm like, oh good.
Oh, you look at the little hole in the side, forget the ribbon. You're still trying to get it away.
I'm still trying to get this one side open. I can't quite get her. I don't want to rip the box, but I just did. Did I tell you about this one kid that over right before the holiday break, this kid brought me a very nice teacher gift. His name is Gene. I go, Gene, I didn't even think you liked me. He's like, yeah, you're all right, Miss X. You're all right. Oh, this is so sweet. This is so cool.
I wasn't worried.
Check this out, you guys.
Oh.
I know, right?
Oh, look how cute.
Let's see. I wonder if I can plug it into my computer if it'll come on right away. I want to move it. Yep. It's so fun.
Might never happen again.
Oh, I'm still.
I know.
Oh, no, wait, I don't have the right adapter. I gotta do it at home. Yeah, no, I don't have the right, you know.
Oh, you might be able to get one.
Is it butterfly?
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
And the more you think about it, that's so cute. I just figured out today I'm a reverse breather.
Yeah.
I'm a reverse breather. Are you?
I am, yes.
And that's why I don't think I can power walk and all that and sprint, but I cannot jog, and I think it's all because of my breathing.
It is, it probably is.
Yeah, I jog away, well, how the hell are you that?
There is a,
Kyle tells me it's all
okay,
about
so there's a lady, her name is Anna Farhi, and I've been to some of her lectures and workshops. And she did some really interesting research with kids who were reverse breathers, kids with learning problems and behavior issues, and taught them the different pattern of breath, the inhale, belly out, and like they.
See, yeah, I got, you said inhale, belly out, mine went right in.
Yeah.
Mine, whenever you do that, I always try to do it the way you said.
Yeah.
And I'm always the opposite.
And it takes time, because, I mean, you've been breathing like this forever, right? Yeah, but if you look at a baby or you look at a puppy, like, when they breathe in, their belly expands. Some really
I'm
interesting
always so worried
measuring.
about keeping my stomach in.
I listen to what Nancy says, so.
Thank you so much, too.
Happy Valentine's Day, Joey. Be safe getting home. Wait, I think this is.
So when you say breathe with the belly,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh, look how cute she is.
Oh, look at that. That's great.
I love this thing. It's so
Butterfly.
cool. Oh, it's so fun.
Power washing again.
That candy was delicious.
Did you like it?
I did.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So I didn't say if it was shaped right or not, but I think it was perfect.
That's okay, we can get that one.
Pretend it was perfectly shaped, because, you know. Thank
And then
you
the
so
bag.
much. It was so thoughtful
Yeah, the
of you
bag was
guys.
perfect.
You changed the world, girl.
I feel very loved. Thank you.
You are
guys.
loved, and we feel loved every.
Mhm. I'm gonna cry. You could have just wrote me a happy Valentine's Day text like I told Maya.
Oh, I talked to her too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, now it's making sense, because she asked me, she goes, where are you getting your nails done these days?
I know, and then they're.
And I
Didn't
thought
hear
she
back
was
from her.
asking, she was gonna buy me something. I don't know, I'm just like that with my kids, like, don't spend money on me, just
No, your group, everybody wanted to do something.
Well, this is very, very appreciated and sweet.
I feel for everybody, yes.
I love this. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with this one. It's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
This is delicious.
You like it?
It's so good.
Yeah.
I can't eat, I'm just like shoving it in. Thank you. And thanks for bringing me.
Oh, thank you, get your stuff back yet. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, I'm glad it.
All right, ladies, see you Tuesday.
Have fun at your wedding.
Who's that?
Do you have an outfit and everything?
I have 2 outfits. I have actually 5 or 6.
How cute that they're getting married on Valentine's Day.
Have a good
I have like this really nice outfit. I haven't had a client that had scratch and she cleaned out her closet. And she had a pair of Neiman Marcus sequin pants with a matching jacket. The pants had the tag on them, $800.
Shut up.
Shut the front door and the jacket, and it's so attractive on, so I have the pants shortened. And,
Oh, take
Just
a,
like-
will you take a picture? I
I
want to
will.
see you.
my mother always would, she wasn't, like a dress lady or a skirt, she would always rock a pantsuit.
Your mom?
So, and she's been gone 20 years, and this would be her first grandson get married, so I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna rock the pantsuit. But I do have 3 other dresses that I ordered online and have, they're called Poppy Lush, and they have it clearance. Everything's built in. What do you mean?
Do you like
Put
this?
it inside, top, everything's done.
Poppy Lush.
So I bought a black one, and I have stuff in my closet, but I just don't want to refresh. I figured if I ever decide I'm gonna date or anything, you know, I could jean jacket, dresses up, dressing down. I have a black one, a blue one, and a pink one. So I'm just, I have those still in the package, and they were shipped like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But my main goal is
Whatever you're
the
feeling.
sequin pantsuit.
I think you need to, for your mom.
And they're doing all like beachy colors and lots of good wear and anything that matches.
Right.
So I'm like, you know, this is like sandy colors and
I love it. Please take a picture. I want to see. Oh, that's so cool.
Have so much fun. Enjoy yourself. You're staying Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
That's so nice.
Rehearsals tomorrow and Saturday for me.
Yeah, I'll see you.
So you're lying, you'll probably be in
So I'm
next week.
tomorrow, if shit happens, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow?
I'm not coming in tomorrow.
A lot of people are out.
I told the kids, I said,
I just sick a little bit today. Agnew will be in tomorrow.
yeah.
Really do. I feel like so, just let me know.
Or do you want to try to come in?
Bye, guys. Love you. Happy
Whenever's
Valentine's
good for
Day.
you. Usually during the week is, yeah.
Okay, it's like, as long as it's like, I don't like to do on even days.
No, because you just leave earlier.
There's a lot.
Literally, I leave that class.
And then yesterday.
I'm more
was like-
flexible than you.
It was like,
Okay. All right, let me look at the schedules and
Probably
who's
like
during which ones, like on that day.
but it could
She
also
cream
be
and
not.
glitter.
Or Saturday morning works
Yeah.
too.
Okay, all right, I'll send you a couple options.
Yeah. You tell me when you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm excited to do yours.
I am too, and I'm almost embarrassed because it's so bad.
Don't be embarrassed at all, it's just.